Please be seated. Okay, we'll call the council meeting, regular council meeting to order and certify quorum. We have 5 here, right? So, 3 absent. We do have a consent agenda for the treasurer's report, approval of minutes, March 18th, approved payment of the bills, and I'll give you the treasurer's report. We have $938,679.86 in the major vendor checks. Payroll for March was $172,402.13. We have 2 monthly bond payments that total $44,380.62, and it doesn't have a total there, so I don't know. But anyway.
The total was the $938,679.86.
Okay. Okay, get a motion to approve the consent agenda.
Motion.
Walter makes a motion,
Second.
Michael seconds, clarification, discussion, call the roll.
Glenn.
Yes.
Susan. Susan.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
James.
Yes.
Michael.
Yes.
Who's that up there? That's one. Smoking a cigarette?
It looks like he's smoking.
It does look like it was
It does look like it's stuck in the.
Okay, we got some ordinances here. 3.1 is an ordinance approving a service agreement with GFL Environmental for waste collection services at Lori. You want to explain that to them, Linda?
That's for, with our Fort Wood contract, picking up Laura, the Lake Ozark Rec Center area. That's part of ours. They pick it up now, but there's another trash company that would come out that far, and we bid it out with both of them. And GFL was the low bidder by far. And then we did a cost comparison on what it would cost us if it would be viable for us to do it, and it was $18,000, so it was cheaper for us to go with GFL.
Okay. Okay, read it as a bill, please.
Bill number 25-029, an ordinance approving a service agreement with GFL Environmental Inc. for waste collection services at Laura.
Okay, get a motion on the first reading.
Motion.
James makes the motion, Walter seconds, clarification, discussion, call the roll.
Glenn.
Yes.
Susan.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
James.
Yes.
Michael.
Second reading.
Bill number 25-029, an ordinance approving a service agreement with GFL Environmental Inc. for waste collection services at Laura.
Get a motion on the second reading. Glenn makes a motion, Michael seconds, clarification, discussion, call the roll.
Glenn.
Yes.
Susan.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
James.
Yes.
Michael.
Okay, ordinance, please.
Ordinance number 4139, an ordinance approving a service agreement with GFL Environmental Inc. for waste collection services at Laura.
Get a motion on the reading of the ordinance. James makes a motion, Glenn seconds, clarification, discussion, call the roll.
Glenn.
Yes.
Susan.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
James.
Yes.
Michael.
Yes.
Okay, the next ordinance is our next bill is a agreement to monthly payment at account St. Robert Transfer Station. Read it as a bill, please.
Bill number 25-030, an ordinance authorizing agreement for monthly payment on account at the St. Robert Transfer Station.
Get a motion on the first reading. Walter makes a motion, Michael seconds. Clarification, discussion, call the roll.
Glenn.
Yeah,
Susan.
Wait.
whatever they bring in.
Okay.
It's for an individual to drop trash off,
Oh, okay.
or a
Yes.
company,
Okay.
LLC.
Susan.
I guess I misunderstood. I'm sorry.
Susan.
Oh, sorry, I don't have my hearing aids in tonight, so,
Yes.
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 Okay. Walter.
Yes.
James.
Yes.
Michael.
Yes.
Second reading, please.
Bill number 25-030, an ordinance authorizing agreement for monthly payment on account at the St. Robert Transfer Station.
Motion on, or second. Glenn makes a motion, James seconds, clarification, discussion, call the roll.
Glenn.
Yes.
Susan.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
James.
Yes.
Michael.
Okay. Ordinance, please.
Ordinance number 4140, an ordinance authorizing agreement for monthly payment on account at the St. Robert Transfer Station.
A motion on the reading of the ordinance. Michael makes a motion, Glenn seconds, clarification, discussion, call the roll.
Glenn,
Yes.
Susan,
Yes.
Walter,
Yes.
James.
Yes.
Michael.
Yes.
Okay, the next one is the Liberty Commons redevelopment project, TIF, for, I guess it's the Neighborhood Improvement District or something.
Right, this is a once-a-year payment by the agreement we have with them for the tax rebate they give.
Okay, read it as a bill, please.
Bill number 25-031,
Mhm.
an ordinance appropriating funds on deposit in the special allocations funds for Liberty Commons redevelopment project for payment of reimbursable project costs.
Got a motion on the first reading. James makes a motion, Walter seconds. Clarification, discussion, call the roll.
Glenn,
Yes.
Susan,
Yes.
Walter,
Yes.
James.
Yes.
Michael.
Yes.
Second reading.
Bill number 25-031, an ordinance appropriating funds on deposit in the special allocation funds for Liberty Commons redevelopment project for payment of reimbursable project costs.
Got a motion on the second reading. James makes a motion, Michael seconds. Clarification, discussion, call the roll.
Glenn,
Yes.
Susan,
Yes.
Walter,
Yes.
James.
Yes.
Michael.
Yes.
Ordinance, please.
Ordinance number 4141, an ordinance appropriating funds on deposit in the special allocation funds for Liberty Commons redevelopment project for payment of reimbursable project costs.
A motion on the reading of the ordinance. James makes a motion, Walter seconds. Clarification, discussion, call the roll.
Glenn,
Yes.
Susan,
Yes.
Walter,
Yes.
James.
Yes.
Michael.
Yes.
Okay, another TIF reimbursement, annual payment. You want to say anything on that one from my end?
No, it's just the same portion, like we did them all at the same time over there.
Okay.
It was a old trailer court, and then it was,
This one's Ramada.
Ramada,
This
is
is
that?
Ramada Test.
Oh, okay, well, that was over there where the old service station was at, in the motel over on Old Route 66. And
Read
it was
it as a bill.
considered a blighted area.
Got it.
Bill number 25-032, an ordinance appropriating funds on deposit in the special allocation fund for the Ramada Inn redevelopment project for reimbursable project costs as set forth in the project budget of the Ramada Inn tax increment financing plan dated February 16, 2010.
Okay, got a motion on the first reading. Glenn makes a motion, Walter seconds. Clarification, discussion, call the roll.
Glenn,
Yes.
Susan,
Yes.
Walter,
Yes.
James.
Yes.
Michael.
Yes.
Second reading.
Bill number 25-032, an ordinance appropriating funds on deposit in the special allocation fund for the Ramada Inn redevelopment project for reimbursable project costs as set forth in the project budget of the Ramada Inn tax increment financing plan dated February 16, 2010.
Okay, got a motion on the second reading.
Motion.
Michael makes a motion, Walter seconds. Clarification, discussion, call the roll.
Glenn,
Yes.
Susan,
Yes.
Walter,
Yes.
James.
Yes.
Michael.
Yes.
Ordinance, please.
Ordinance number 4142, an ordinance appropriating funds on deposit in the special allocation fund for the Ramada Inn redevelopment project for reimbursable project costs as set forth in the project budget of the Ramada Inn tax increment financing plan dated February 16, 2010.
Okay, got a motion on the reading of the ordinance. Michael makes a motion, James second. Clarification, discussion, call the roll.
Glenn,
Yes.
Susan,
Yes.
Walter,
Yes.
James.
Yes.
Michael.
Yes.
Okay, next committee meeting is wage finance. We need one of those.
Nothing as of right now that I'm aware of.
Public Works. Emergency Services, nobody, well, Park Committee, we had their barbecue, I didn't know if you want to talk about that. Comments by Alderman, start with Michael. Nothing? Not even a little bit? No? James?
Just one thing, Mayor. John and I were at the Pulaski County Courthouse yesterday for the kickoff for the CASA Child Abuse Awareness Month kickoff, and it was a fantastic event attended by a few of the folks from the CASA office, the Pulaski County CASA office. So it was a great event to kick off that. So that's all I have. Thank you.
Okay. Walter?
Yes, I just want to briefly just give my thanks to the committee that worked on the barbecue. I mean, they worked hard, and they, I mean, I'm just amazed at that. Also, I'm amazed at the way the city just attacked during the frost and freezing stuff, and how they stayed out there in that cold, Steve, and did their job. I looked at their faces, and I didn't see distress or anything. I just saw we got the job to do. And I'm just amazed by that. Those are some good infantrymen out there. I want you to know that. I want you to know that. So I appreciate all those guys and what they do, you know?
They finished up the ball diamond too, finally.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We got some good folks working for the city, inside and outside. Thank you.
Susan, anything? No? Glenn?
Yeah, the ball diamond looks good, and then you did a good job on that parking lot until somebody decided to do some donuts in there, I think the night before or something. And then, do we have any plans on trying to lock up that entrance gate to the ball diamond so people don't bring them dogs in there on the weekends?
I have, I got a bid on closing that off.
Okay.
2 gates. It was cheap enough. He's building them. Hopefully within this month here, he'll have them installed.
Okay.
And then we can lock it off.
All right, thanks for the hard work.
Jenna put everything she wanted in the dog.
Yeah. Yeah, they sprayed it, so it's good. Okay, comments by the administration. Frederica?
So we are still in the process of getting the new system up. We are technically live with the new system for utility billing. We are still working, as Don understands, we're trying to get through, we can send out the e-bills. This new program has to get through some safety features we have installed to keep stuff safe here, so we've got to work through that. That's been ongoing for a day and a half now. The new bills that are getting mailed out or have been mailed out, these are February usage bills, so they're still higher bills. But it's all, for those that ended up with the 6-week bill the month before, these are 2-week bills for those that had the 6-week bill. With all of that, we've got some training going on up front with the girls with cashiering. I'm going to be going over and talk to others that's going to be using the cashiering module as well. Get that all, get everybody where the money's going to the same location. And our bank is at 2.3.
Okay, like it. Dana?
We've been working hard at filling the positions for the transfer station here in St. Robert, as well as the sanitation on Fort Leonard Wood. We've made several hires. We are only down 1 person at each location right now, and we have 2 interviews scheduled for this week.
Awesome.
Okay.
That's great news.
Okay.
Dana, how many of the former employees were hired that were already doing that contract before we picked it up? Did we pick up anybody from there?
5.
5?
Okay, Steve? You don't have anything, do you?
A couple of items. The last storm we had on the 22nd, mainly a lot of wind, but there was some lightning, and we did have the communication line that down at the Shasta building that actually runs it doesn't run the fuel pumps, but it allows me to communicate full reports, add people in, take people out. It was actually struck and burn it down. So we are, we'll probably start on it maybe tomorrow. We're gonna change those lines from overhead and put them all underground. So hopefully it'll help protect those. It did take out the camera system too, so down there. So part of it, I think part of it's still up, but we're working to get that corrected. The cameras are all installed at the treatment plant in the RV park. The electric department assisted with the camera company on installing those, getting those up. Street department has been repairing a lot of dirt areas around through town that we've dug up over the winter months and getting those all fixed up. They've also been hauling since they was bringing dirt up to do those, they was bringing up some extra dirt to build up the stockpile in case we, because we're of course going to have more as time goes on. The street department did assist with applying lime to the fields down around the treatment plant so that we can get our soil samples done and be in compliance for sledge hauling on those. Dirt work is done on the property behind the Marys County Bank. We leveled all that out and dirted it all. We hydro-seeded it, so hopefully we'll have grass coming up before too long and turn that into something useful. And other than that, the survey work has started in the Ridge Creek area. I know they come in one weekend, painted a bunch of lines all over, and then was surveying it by drone. So they said they could get it a lot faster and doing it by drone. And
Yeah, we need to figure out, you're gonna level that tower site off. We own
Yeah,
that now, right?
whenever he figures the exact location where it's gonna go, then yeah, we'll be more than happy to go up in there and clear an area. And I kinda like to try to keep it hidden as much as I could, but then make a good level spot for it. I'm sure Jeff will have something.
Yeah,
for
we
us
need
on
to
that.
work with him on that.
Yeah.
Hey,
Because
Steve.
we've closed on it. Go ahead.
Could we take a look in the future at DFW Drive going up towards the hub? That is that's the darkest street in town, I think.
Yeah, and I think we do have plans on lighting that,
Oh, great.
VFW and down Superior.
Oh, wonderful.
So,
Good,
yeah.
good. You own it?
Quick question, Steve, about the cameras at the RV park. I think they're a great idea, obviously, for security and stuff, but none of them are pointed at like trailer or RVs or
No,
anything
they're all
like that,
in-
right? They're all
Yeah.
entrances and key
Yeah, I
areas
mean,
like.
Don, I haven't seen them up and working. I think Don could probably
Yeah.
talk
I've
on
seen
that.
it, they're
But
all on the roads.
I think you can see like the area, but no, they don't zoom or zone in on any one particular.
Okay. It's just a question, because, we might get asked, why cameras pointing at our RVs type thing,
Yeah.
for privacy type stuff, so, we kind of pulled up. Yeah, okay. It's just the general areas,
Mostly with the roads.
yeah,
Yeah, they gotta get through the camera pictures to get to the trailer.
okay. All right,
It's not on the camera.
wonderful. Thank you very much, appreciate that.
Steve, did you get that auger thing squared away? Did you have an auger that broke out there?
I still can't hear you.
That auger situation that you said last meeting that broke, did you get that finalized or?
Yes, we we had to purchase part of it. It was kind of an upgrade and a repair. They stood good on some of it. We had to purchase some as an upgrade. It's ordered. We did get our mechanical bar screen, which we figured out was too wide, our manual bar screen, I'm sorry, was too wide, letting a lot of extra rags through there. So I did have the company that built the first one build another one closer together, and we just went and they got it completed. We picked it up today, so Larry's wanting to get it installed tomorrow before the rain starts in.
Thank you.
John?
As Steve said, we got the cameras up at the RV park, we also got the cameras up at the treatment plant. And on Thursday, we should have the cameras up on the Neon Park.
Thank you. Ricky?
I just got a couple of things. First, the tonnage report for March is 3,876 tons, and an average of 193 tons per day. And then spring cleanup for the city of St. Roberts is coming up on the 14th and the 15th. That's the day of it'd be the day of your trash pickup. It wouldn't be both days. So, and then Waynesville is the 17th and 18th.
What about that trailer we got? Rick?
I haven't heard anything. I can contact Stella tomorrow and see what theirs.
So it's not back on the road yet?
No.
Okay. Thank you. Charles had, in that letter, he had some things that was happening.
I gave it to Steve.
That's all right. He's got things progressing on before. He had to run an errand. No. Travis isn't here.
They had soccer games tonight.
Mark, did you have anything? You're muted. You're muted, Mark.
We can't hear you.
Okay. Tice? What do you got for?
Had a couple of quick things for close, but
Okay, Anita?
The Neon Park, May the 9th, will be the grand opening. The governor's been invited. It is the first Neon Park in Missouri. Cave State Cruisers is going to do a little drive-in, and part of them will be over at the big park, part of them will be over at the little park. We're going to have hot dogs, chips, and bottled water while it lasts. T-shirts are going to be made, where were you at when the lights went on, and it'll be the City of St. Robert Neon Park, our logo. Security Bank and Archer Elgin each paid for the T-shirt, so well, they gave us $1,000, however many we can get made for that. So we're kind of excited about that. They're supposed to start this week getting the signs up, the poles up over there. So that's where we're at with that. The Marshall sidewalks over here, if you'll look by the apartments, they've gotten so far with that. They've got a ways to go yet. The Growth Alliance met last Wednesday, and we had a presentation from the Pulaski County Board of Realtors, Jeff, Geoff. He gave us an update. I thought about sending that out. It was really interesting about how many homes are available in the county, new starts, what the interest rates are, if it's sluggish or not sluggish, and every 6 months he'll come and give us an update. So it was interesting to see. And he has it broke down to how many are available in Waynesville School District, Lakeway, and the out areas. So we all found that very interesting. I wanted to thank Steve's guys. They did a beautiful job behind Marys County Bank. It's all leveled out and been seeded. And the barbecue cook-off was this weekend. It was Saturday and Sunday, and we had a good time with that, and a lot of people showed up, and we had a lot of barbecue. Mayor showed up, and son. So that was a good event for the city. They had a lot of people stayed in the motels, ate in the restaurants, and went to Walmart and gassed up. So that's what's good about something like that. And then I have several items for closed session.
Okay. Okay, the next regular Board of Aldermen meeting is April 15th, and that'll be a swearing over for the new mayor and the aldermen. And I don't know if they're going to have probably something for the winter, so cake and punch, all that stuff. So the meeting is being closed pursuant to Missouri Law, Chapter 610-021, to include Section 1 legal, Section 2 real estate, Section 3 personnel. Motion, Michael makes a motion, Walter seconds. Clarification, discussion, call the roll.
Glenn?
Yes.
Susan? Walter?
yes.
James?
Yes.
Michael?
Yes.
Think I need